Once we gain control over our minds, we gain control over our lives. There will be no situation, person, or circumstance that will be able to make you feel powerless because you know the ability and power of the mind. As long as you remain aware of these things influencing your thoughts and beliefs, you have the control to ensure that you always remain in an empowered state of being. Once you become more aware of your thoughts and ways of thinking, it's important for you to maintain peace and calmness in your mind. We live in a society that always is on the go, and your focus is always on something that needs your attention, and there is never time for you to just sit and rest. And if you do sit and rest, your mind is still going a million miles per hour thinking about all the things that still needs to be done that you haven't gotten to. Then you begin to feel unproductive and discontent because it feels like there is so much to do in so little time. So when you're actually taking a break, it isn't a real break because your mind is still wired. An overstimulated mind may cause burnout and things becoming distorted and unclear. It may cause you to miss something you normally wouldn't miss. We have to learn to practice resting our minds, calming the million thoughts that may arise so that you may be more present and more focused on what it is that you are currently doing. This way, you are more aware of what's happening around you and will move with clarity and focus. Now, things to help calm your mind were already discussed in previous sections, so this is just a quick overview on the techniques you can do to assist in calming your mind. Some techniques to help calm your mind is deep breathing exercises. There are so many, but the most common one is simply inhaling through the nose and exhaling out of the mouth. Now, they say you should hold it for a number of seconds before exhaling, but honestly, just do what's best for you. Everyone's breathing pattern is different, so don't focus too much on how many seconds you're holding your breath in for, and just focus on taking deep breaths in and out at least 3 times. Deep breathing helps reduce any stress and calm and relaxes the mind to think clearer and more rational. Another technique is meditation. Again, these are things that I talked about to help reduce stress. Anything repeated is worth trying. Now, with meditation, there are many different forms, but my personal go-to is meditation and stillness. With this, it may be uncomfortable at first if you're not used to sitting still and then your thoughts going 90 going north. But with time and practice, it becomes easier and easier. Do not give up on yourself. Start with 5 minutes a day, and then you'll be able to work yourself up naturally. But with stillness, I sit in a seated position, whatever position you may feel more comfortable in. Crisscross applesauce in a chair with feet planted flat on the ground, or just sitting up or even standing up. Whatever feels comfortable for you. But I sit with my legs crossed and hands planted on my knees in whatever position they feel like being in. Whatever is natural to you. I start by taking my 3 deep breaths to help center and ground me, and I simply just allow myself to be. Whenever I feel thoughts are seeping in that I don't want to think about, I shift my attention on my breathing, feeling the flow of air entering through me and exiting me so that my attention is no longer on the thoughts that I don't want to have. This helps with regulating unwanted thoughts and helps to keep a clear and more aware, mindful state of being. Now, my favorite technique to calm the mind is yoga. Yoga not only helps with regulating my breathing state, but I get a good stretch in as well. There are many yoga techniques out there, so I have a few go-to moves that I include in my day-to-day routine to provide balance and tranquility in my mind, body, and spirit. I recommend you go on YouTube to assist in finding the best meditation, yoga, or breathing exercises that will best suit you, because there are many. But most importantly, your mind needs rest. A good 6 to 8 hours of sleep a day is needed for your mind to just recharge, to refocus on what's important the most. So try to have a regular bedtime routine that includes reducing the amount of caffeine and screen time so that your mind can be able to calm its activity to rest throughout the night. If you feel there is something on your mind that you can't stop thinking about, try journaling or writing. Write down any thoughts, fears, worries, or anything you're grateful for so that you release some of the tension from your mind onto paper. This will help in clearing up some mental space and organizing your thinking so things aren't just jumbled up in your mind. You can also engage in creative activities that don't require you to think, like drawing, painting, putting puzzle pieces together, coloring, or even listening to music. Doing creative projects shift your mind away from stressors or things bothering you, and it helps you to enter a more enjoyable state of being. And the most essential thing one can do to relax their mind is to go outside and be in nature. Go for a walk in a park, find a trail, go to the beach, be by some water, and just listen to the sounds of nature and the smell of the fresh air. This will put you in a more relaxing and calming state of being. But whatever you decide to do, try to incorporate it somehow in your daily routine. Your mind needs a break. Your mind needs rest. Your mind is not at rest if you are not physically moving, but yet your mind is going 100 miles per hour. We have to calm and slow down the mind every single day so that we may be clear minded and focus on the decisions and actions we decide to take for ourselves. We have to take back control over our mind by allowing our minds to rest. So, think about what techniques you will start practicing every single day to give your mind some rest. What do you feel realistically is something you can commit to? Again, gaining control over your mind, you gain control over the direction your life takes.